Nice. Hello, it is Connor here. Long time no see. We got notes up on the screen. Oops, we got Facebook and everything going. Yeah, long time no see. We are back after probably like a month of Ponder due to a lot. The last I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, a lot. But anyway, 3 weeks ago, we went through a breakup of 3.5 years. Like we were together for 3.5 years. 3 weeks ago, went through a breakup, and here we are today with just the recovery story, or talking about. We'll do a blog on it, but today we're just talking about what works, what doesn't, what gets you through a breakup, and how to overcome it and move forward into the future. We've been 3 weeks off because literally we've been recovering, we've been doing stuff which we enjoy and living life a little and being depressed a little, but we're here and we're pretty recovered. So yeah, just sharing what helps. In saying that, I think you can still bring up stuff, especially when delving into. I remember I opened my journal a little bit ago. Yeah, it's like you can feel the pain of when the moment you're writing this stuff. So that's what we would like to. We're not going to be tearing up on the stream, but essentially today, the goal of the week is to write a blog on how to manage breakups, coming from personal experience and looking into it from other perspectives and all sorts of stuff. The goal of today is to organize it a little bit. We don't have very long, we've got like 2 hours, and we're pretty much going to be going through notes that I recorded going through my breakup and kind of delve into them a little bit, see what works, what doesn't, and then we'll form titles such as attachment or like different subtopics that we can delve into that we will then write about going forward into the future, and that will become the blog. Anyway, so I haven't actually read through my journal yet, which probably has the most information. It's also probably the most depressing. Oh no, that's close. Yeah, probably the most depressing as well, but that's probably got all the kicking caboodles in there. So I haven't read through it. I did open it. I was like, I don't know, we've been looking at stuff for a while, so we thought we'll just start the stream and we'll have a gaze at it throughout the stream. But first we're going to get phone notes. These are the quotes or like things I wrote down that just helped me through, and we'll link it to paragraphs which we can talk about. How should I do this? Do we just slap it all on? What is this? Oh yeah. So, we went to a breakup 3 weeks ago. And we could start with how it travelled. The 3-week story, I guess. Yeah, so pretty much 3 weeks ago my girlfriend broke up with me. Cause of things in life just not aligning, pretty much. Not that we didn't not like each other, but just, yeah, life took its toll, I guess. I would say I was the fixer in the situation, whereas she was the one that was checked out. So, trying to keep things together even though you are hurting definitely takes its toll. So, first coming out of the relationship, actually, the first day, so yeah, 3 weeks ago Saturday, first day was actually, obviously going through the breakup is very, very extreme emotion, extremely tough, a lot of bawling, a lot of everything, but once I left the room, I kind of had a sense of relief almost, but like a very sad relief. I think it's not relief, it's more so shock. It was the first day walking out of the room and like going on my way, driving home, knowing that it's over. I think it was definitely more shock, a strangeness to like a world you just didn't see coming or you weren't expecting. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Sorry for leaving. Apparently there's some unchecked emotions still going through. So I don't know, have you been getting better in the past 2 weeks? Yeah, 100%. I'm getting better. Honestly, we thought we were at the stage where we were past it. Which we are, mostly. But obviously, reflecting delves into it a little more again. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh yeah, so the shock was because when first a 3.5 year relationship, and then on the date ends, you're like, say like the past few months you've been struggling trying to hold this relationship together, then it's like at least all of that pain's gone. At the same time, being with someone for so long and like having them such a core part of your life, it is surprising to reorientate yourself. Okay. Yeah, you just gotta reorientate yourself. So there's relief and shock. Relief, shock, and sadness. But you're more like wigging out, just because like such a new dynamic to life. It's strange at the start. It just, yeah, strange is the best way to put it. It just feels strange. And that feeling stays for a few days, which is fine. We could even write about that. Strangeness. Strange beginnings. Shock. Oh yeah. Relief possibly as well. Yes. And I actually saw my sister that night and her friend, and they were just there like support, and it was actually a nice night. Not much crying. Really cried once on the day that we broke up. So yeah, it's strange. The following 2 days was worse, probably. And that's when the journal comes out, because you need your journal. I recommend having a journal when you're going through a breakup. You need to get your thoughts out in the open. If they're stuck in your head, then you're gonna struggle, and you're not gonna be able to overcome the thoughts that you have, because a big part of getting through a relationship is working through your thoughts and figuring out a way forward. You can't just be like, oh, I wish I had it back. It's you gotta work through them and recognize the new reality. Oh, look at all these notes we're taking. Recognizing the new reality. There we are. Working through thoughts. Yeah, working through thoughts is essentially you need to work through your thoughts. You don't want to get stuck in a loop of wanting to be back in the relationship. And working through thoughts can be figuring out parts of relationship. Good/bad. Thoughts can also be recognizing what happened. Don't get caught in self-blame. Recognizing what happened. So once the relationship's over, you may figure out, I guess, the long-term reason why it ended. Things you weren't paying attention to because there was too much emotion blocking you, or maybe you just didn't realize it at the time. You may come to realize these things, and as a fixer, we gotta tackle both. Replace. Yeah, being the fixer, you're trying to fix things. So if the relationship's over and you recognize something that, hey, maybe if you did something earlier or did something different, you could have still been in that relationship, then we can fall into self-blame a lot, which isn't ideal, especially when you're already out of the relationship. I mean, it's not healthy when you're in the relationship either. It's good to self-blame, take responsibility, but if you're doing it to the extent where you're overlooking the other individual's responsibilities as well, and you're just taking on that burden continuously, then it's not healthy. That's why a lot of, I guess, fixers, I mean, both being checked out and being the fixer, you're going through a mass amount before the relationship's actually over, most of the time. Is music too loud? Meh. Anyway, so yeah, you gotta work through your thoughts, don't get caught in self-blame. You gotta recognize the new reality. Whatever is before you is reality. That is your life now. So stop getting caught in the past. Anyway, what are we up to? Yeah, so the following days are pretty sad. That's just sitting, pretty much all, actually. Yeah, that's just sitting with the journal and seeing a lot of friends. Seeing people. A lot of friends and family. My best friend actually went away at that time, which was kind of sad. He went to Japan. Didn't have him, but I had other people, family and stuff. And just after a breakup, when you're in your own thoughts, you do need individual time. You do need that individual time to actually work through your thoughts, what happened in the relationship itself, because no one's going to know the depths of the relationship apart from you. So you're talking to others as much as you can get it out in the air, which is really helpful, and getting new perspectives and everything, which is necessary. You still need that independent time to actually work through everything, journal, figure it out. What happened? How do you feel? How are we gonna work through these feelings? being with your thoughts and emotion. Accepting rather than rejecting. Because yeah, you gotta learn to be with it. If you keep covering it up with other substances, or which does happen, like that's fine as well. You should have your fun. We're just typing down everything for now, and we'll figure it out when we actually write the blog. Today's just brainstorm day. Why is it on stream? Because maybe someone else can get something out of it. Who knows? Hopefully I've been smarter to it solo, so I'm not getting all sad and stuff. Well, whatever. Individual time, seeing people have fun. Don't overlook emotion. Have fun, but don't overlook emotion. You need that independent time, because you can have fun and be with people, drink, smoke, like honestly, like you're trying to escape for sure. There's a part of you that just wants to escape reality, and that's okay, but you can't do it continuously. Really, yeah, we're just making notes. Yeah, you can't do it continuously, otherwise there's just unchecked emotions within you. If we're going from Eckhart Tolle's perspective, he calls it the pain body, and they're pretty much unresolved emotions, which are going to come out in different ways, which are not as healthy. And just having fun to cover up emotions, it's probably also not allowing oneself to accept the emotions, rather distracting oneself from the emotions, which is also going to prolong your experience of overcoming them. So you're better off to sit with it, sink right into it, enjoy the pain, that's what they say, enjoy the pain of it, and work through your emotions. Allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to think, allow everything, and work through it. By work through it, I don't mean cling to the relation. Like, there's gonna be times of clinging, yeah, but when you notice yourself clinging, you gotta remind yourself of reality. You know, you gotta be honest with yourself sometimes and recognize new reality. Remind yourself as to why the relationship did not work, and yeah, remind yourself. Anyway, what happened in the following? Yeah, we were meant to be going through these notes, honestly, but looks like reflection brings out a lot. Can you go away, please? Why is that even up? Okay. So, yeah, so the following week was pretty much, yeah, that following week was a lot of abuse. The first week of breaking up was probably too much alcohol, too much late nights, too many drugs. I shouldn't say that. Healthy drugs, prescriptions, yeah, and a lot of journaling. Yeah, a lot of journaling. Your body doesn't feel like doing anything, but being with other people, sitting and doing nothing, and yeah, that's essentially it. And like maybe journaling. I liked games previously. I think honestly games were just like a defense mechanism to stress. Because yeah, I don't know about them these days. Strange. Oof. Second week we were going to get back into Ponderknowledge, which was very ambitious given we were literally all over the shop. When you see us today, we're not even in full form, so you can imagine 2 weeks ago, 1 week after the breakup, that would have been horrible. And what topic were we going to do? We're going to do breakups. Yeah, good luck with that. So that's when we came to the realization, nah, I'm not doing any ponder until we're fully recovered, or at least mostly recovered to the extent, obviously it's a long process, but at least mostly recovered to the extent where we know what can help someone through a breakup, we know what works, and we can provide some form of assistance to others without still being so caught up in it ourselves. So we took the 2 weeks to just read, we smashed reading, journaling, just recovery, being with people, just living life, relaxing a little bit. It took me quite a while to recover from the breakup, and people will be saying, time heals all wounds, but I felt it was more me healing my wound. Like if I wanted, I could recover in a day or two, but that's hypothetical in a way too. Do you mean it's not just time that heals all, but it also depends on what's the word? It also depends on the thoughts which we build within ourselves. In saying that, it's like time, I guess, has a natural process, more like my will, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's like, so you can go through a breakup, and if you continue to choose to cling to that relationship as that was the perfect relationship, how could this ever happen? Why is it gone? Stuff like that. Then time can do a little bit, but give it a month or two. If you're still holding on to those thoughts, then you're getting in the way of that healing process time can elicit. I think time helps in the sense that if you are building foundational beliefs with your will, so your will can be, I don't want to feel this way about my relationship anymore. I need to move on. I need a new reality. If you can build that foundation in the moment you're in, then give it a week from now, and slowly that thought, that will you've had has built up over time, and it helps you recover faster. I think it's hard to flip the switch, fully snap out of it completely in an instant, but you can definitely build the thoughts which over time will alleviate the breakup pain or hurt. So yes, thank you Zhu Peng Zhu. Hope I pronounced that properly. Yeah, so next 2 weeks, full recovery mode. Reading books was great, especially spiritual books. Power of Now, always a go-to, because it just gives you so much more insight into the world and what's necessary in it. Gives you that insight into change as well. You've got to be able to be okay with change and adapting to a new life, which is very hard to see in the moments where you are stuck and you're hurting, but all is well. All is well. Yeah, so for you, just recover, focus on recovery. Don't force yourself to recover. Understand that we don't cover up the recovery. You have to go through the emotions. You have to feel it, allow it through you. When you're grieving, when you're breaking down, You want that underlying piece that says, you need this, you know, you need this. A new chapter. Funny thing is, look what we've written in the past. And that's it. So this is my website. And we literally wrote ages ago. This has to be like a year or two ago. Chapters. Do we all have the same word for it? Relationships can be like chapters, periods, fasting experience, or transformation, but only there for a section of the book. Chapters represent a section of beauties we can appreciate but cannot hold on to. As life continues, another, yeah. So it is chapters, really is. And there's new chapters ahead, for sure. Whether in regards to relationships, or life, or what you strive for, you know. Very interesting. But yeah, focus on recovery. That's a big thing. We'll fix up all these words. And sorry for leaving earlier. Oh, happy days. Sorry for leaving earlier. I was kind of going back into the emotions a little bit. Fix on recovery. But we're changed man these days. I visited your web. It's been in my... Oh, you're a legend, mate. Thank you. Well, I promise you now, everything is gonna amp up. It's not even gonna, well, it's gonna amp up, but it's not from a place of ego. It's from a place of just being at peace with reality. I don't know if you've been in a relationship where you're just not at peace with reality anymore. You don't feel like yourself anymore. You're becoming something else, or someone else, for someone else. You're always trying to fix things within yourself, within your relationship, put on an act. To the point where, yeah, I don't know. So I think these days, after gaining a life back, after gaining my own mind back, everything's just so much more spiritual and at peace, and yeah, so that's called the euphoric phase, mate. Euphoric. What is euphoric phase? It's the phase that we can't spell. So yeah, 2 weeks after recovery, reading, journaling, focus on recovery, just being with friends, doing stuff. Yes, still participating in alcohol and stuff as well on some days, but making sure we have that time for personal reflection as well. A day to sit there, a morning to sit there and just delve into thoughts. Don't overburden yourself. Overburden yourself with a to-do list. You need that time where there's nothing to do. That is where you're going to accelerate your recovery process. And when you are recovering, like we said, build those thoughts which promote recovery. Don't promote those thoughts which decline recovery. I had a rule that said, have a thought once. If it's a negative thought, have it once, know that you've had it, and move on. Didn't always happen. Sometimes you have thoughts multiple times and stuff like that. But if you're gonna keep delving into something and you can't figure it out, or like you're not figuring it out, then you gotta know how to. You gotta grab that thought and figure out a way to perceive it that does not harm you anymore. Even if it doesn't like fully work in the moment, at least give it a go. Because then a week from now, you're building that foundation of recovery. So, yes. You reckon tender and gentle, visually presented works. Like on the website, Try to get off that. Yeah, you may have seen I still have it in my profile picture. Probably not ideal. Oh, Floki, mate! Holy! Nah, mate, we've been through like a whirlpool, all honestly. That's why I actually wanted to call you one day, but I didn't end up doing it. I knew you'd probably be asleep, but yeah, we've been through. So me and my missus of 3.5 years broke up, Floki. That is why I've been away. And literally a week prior to that, my grandmother passed away. So yeah, the month has been pretty rough, which can explain why we have not been on. Crazy stuff. But yeah. I think we just didn't align in the end, all honesty. I know, yeah. 2 seconds, lads. Oh. Sorry about that. I don't know why I keep getting overwhelmed with a sense of prior feelings arising, which is all good because it's just that's how it works. Things gotta flow out. Yeah, look, and you're seconding that? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll third it, mate. I'll third it. No, I think we just didn't, yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, I think we just didn't align. I'm philosophy, spiritual psychologist, and she was biomedical engineer or something. Like, I couldn't really speak to her about what I was interested in. She couldn't speak to me about what she was into, and I was trying to get rid of my ego. She did have an ego. There was a lot. I won't go into it. That's slight stuff, but we're just different people at the end of the day, which is fine. Hello, enjoying the stream, bro. Oh, you're talking to Zhao? Yeah, sure. Good to hear, man. Good to find people who are interested in psychology these days. I reckon everyone's interested in it. They just don't recognize it. It's hard to. Not everyone's interested in it, obviously, but I think when people discover things about themselves, they become hooked. Yeah, I'm online. If I'm online or whatever, don't hesitate to call me, mate. Thanks, mate. Well, I probably was thinking about it, one over, but then I ended up abusing something instead. Like drinks. No, we weren't that bad. Oh, yeah, we were a little bad, but not too bad. We still had a lot of time to be sober and to think about stuff. I was trying to apply for a psychology BA, bachelor's, yeah. I think, yeah. But it confounded me when writing a 3.5k motivation letter. Yeah, that's crazy. a 3.5k motivation letter. That's absurd. I've never had to do that. So I choose liberal arts instead. Nice. Gonna major in classics and minor in philosophy. That sounds happy days, mate. You'll be beaming. Well, you seem relatively, so that's good, bro. Yeah, honestly, better than ever. Like, I've been offline for a reason. We've been going through it a little bit. We've been definitely having fun as well. But we're back today, new week, Monday, at a stage where we have like recovered. But 3 weeks recovery is pretty good. Obviously, yeah, there's still variations within there, especially when going back through and looking at it the past month or so, in the past half year, whatever, full year. Yeah, there's still stuff within that still feels it, but we are recovered and we're very. Life is honestly like exponential. It's crazy, and I guess my purpose in life has always been ponder. So now it's all the time in the world to ponder, which is, you know, a nice feeling for a change. It's like there's so much time. It's crazy. That's what you'll recognize as well. Time is good. Time, your own mind, mental clarity. Imagine trying to repair something in a relationship for 6 months on end. And then you come out of it, you grieve, and suddenly your own thoughts start to come back. The you that's not constantly trying to fix things in the relationship, the you that's out with people and you're not present with them because you're too busy figuring out how to solve something that's not even with you in the moment. Yeah, there's a lot to be happy about in the euphoric stage. Freedom as well. You're free to do whatever you wish, really. There's no Chinese and from the US. That sounds cool. Hungry, that's cool, man. It's awesome. Your Schengen visa. Here you guys go. Smashing it. Colombia is pretty cool. Oh yeah. Should we go through some of the notes? Some of the notes of. Yeah, we'll go through some of the notes. So these are notes that I recorded. Not my journal notes. Journal notes would be a bit more intense. But these are more phone notes. So these are stuff I took away, or and that might give us some ideas. I guess notes proceed. Hell yeah. There's a lot of them, and they mean different things. But a lot of it's just coming to terms with the situation. Okay, we'll get to notes. We'll make a new section for notes and we'll sort it out after. Yes. Have I analysed when you two didn't work it out? Or why we didn't work it out? Analysed why we didn't. You want me to open the journal, Matt? It's all in here. Secret diary, lad. Let's have a look. Yeah, I do know off the top of my head, but ideal relationship as well. So once we break up, we'll perceive something to be the perfect relationship when it truly wasn't. Fellow diary alert. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, for some reason there's always boiled something inside me. It's like you can feel. It's like you can like feel the emotions you're in when you're writing it. You kind of feel sorry for the person in the moment, even though breakups aren't that bad. But still, I guess you personally know how much you're hurting. So, yeah. Let's see. Loving to. So essentially, why it didn't work was, I think, for the first half of the, so say 6 months period, maybe the first half was my fault. I mean, 12-month period, 6 months was my fault. The second 6 months, probably her fault. Even though can't really look for fault. It's just difference at the end of the day. But I think she went into full-time work, so I knuckled down on Ponderknowledge, which is where we are now. Like, I knuckled down on my business and everything. I kind of let that become my main focus in life. And I wasn't paying as much attention to the relationship. I was still very invested, but I just thought, I'll just focus, and then I'll see her on the weekend, and everything will be good, and yeah. But throughout this time, I guess she was losing connection because she didn't feel prioritized. And then being in a new job, she was around a new culture as well. It's a culture that liked partying, that liked going out, everything, and and that was more enjoyable to her than like me coming over and not being the most ideal partner. So yeah, pretty much by the time I realized this, 6 months after, because she didn't really tell me. She told me once before I found something out, which kind of threw me off a lot, which I don't think I should really tell because it's still personal things. But yeah, by the time I checked back in, she had checked out, and this culture of partying and being with people at work, which were giving her a lot more attention than I was better than the relationship we had, I guess. And then in this state, because I came back not really thinking much. I didn't know at this point that she had checked out. I didn't know at this point I had done anything wrong. I was just trying to do me, and yeah. But I just got an iffy feeling like something was up, and then yeah, I said she asked for more, and I don't know why I'm saying this on stream. Fuck it, whatever. Yeah, I was trying to do more dates and like get the relationship back on track. Do more dates, give more love, all of that, because that's what she was asking for. But something just seemed off. I didn't know it at the time, but I do feel like she was checked out. People tend to check out months prior to ending a relationship. So yeah, I think she was just checked out, and I could sense that. So, sometimes I'd ask like, "What's up?" Cyber hugs. So yeah, I still need to read what you said. I'll finish the story, then I'll read all of it. What is it? Yeah, we'll all give each other cyber hugs. Right? But essentially, what was it saying? Oh yeah, she was checked out. I could sense something, so I would try and I'd talk to her about it because I'm a very open communicator. And yeah, she would tell me to push forward, do more, go on more dates, you know, contribute to the relationship more. Which I do think that's what she wanted as well, to like get that spark back, because she didn't have the spark anymore. And that's what I would do. But then like there was always still just something off. I don't know. And I was going through a lot of stress at this time. And then it got to a stage where I would like talk to her like something, you know, something doesn't seem right. And there's a lot more. There's stuff that happened as well, which truly threw my head out of whack. I can't really tell you guys, especially because it's a YouTube video. So it's, you know, we don't want it to public. But yeah, I was dealing with vulnerability, inner resentment. This stuff I wrote about, this isn't coming from nothing. Vulnerability, we felt vulnerability. And what did we tell ourselves? We're telling ourselves it's from needing something. Vulnerability comes from needing something. What did I tell myself? Where is it? I told myself, literally, stop needing anything. To love unconditionally, stop needing things from other people. I do not need anything. I do not need love from others. I do not need this person, this job. Yeah, is that healthy? I do not know. I think it can be, but coming from a place where like you literally don't have needs being met, and then saying, oh yeah, that's my fault, I don't need anything. That's where it's like, fuck. I was always trying to fix myself to fix the relationship. Inner resentment, dealing with stuff. And I told myself, like, you're dealing with inner resentment when one is taken advantage, mistreated, belittled, or done by all sorts of stuff. And I was like, fuck. Well, gotta deal with that. So I learned forgiveness, I learned love, and I learned assertiveness. But there was always something off. So I'm rambling a bit. There's always something off. And I would ask about it. Hey Jared, how we doing? And then yeah, we're back, mate. It's been a fat minute. Literally been like a month. That's the longest break we've had from Ponder in ages. Yeah, but what is it? Oh, I never answered your question, did I? So I did, somewhat. I meant to tell you the reasons for the breakup instead we just delved into the whole thing. Oh wait, have you not I swear I've talked to you, Jared. Have I not talked to you this past month? That's how gone we've been, honestly. No, that's all good, mate. We're beaming. Yeah, that's crazy. Haven't spoken to you in ages. Crazy stuff. We'll jump in a call someday. Not today, but someday. Super busy too, yeah. We're both smashing life. I haven't even touched my computer. I barely touched my computer. But we're back. We're back. Back in action. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I'd keep asking what was going on. And then it got to a point where she would tell me everything's all good. I was like, oh, everything's all good. It must be my mental state that's messing with the relationship then, because if she's saying everything's good, then it's my mentality. So I'd go fix my mentality, and yeah, there was always an iffy feeling, and then yeah, and then we were broken up with in the end. All of the story. But to answer your question, Zhao Zupeng, I did make realizations. Here we are. Crossing my mind, realizations that although as much as I wanted us to work, me and we're not right for each other. I'm a spiritual man, a psychologist, wanting to dig deep into the wonders of the universe. Though I could not speak of any of that when I was around her. It was not of interest. She, as an engineer, more materialistic, rational brain, while I was a philosopher. When I was more philosophical and elusive, I couldn't encompass her speech, and she couldn't encompass mine. Love languages were different. I'm very touch and like personal time. She was very acts of service, which I was horrible at, to be fair. I was trying, but acts of service isn't my forte. I'm bad at organising dates, I'm bad at the stuff I plan day by day. I live presently, so that didn't work either. Different stages of life. She was full-time. She liked security, like financial security and everything. Me, I'm very much high risk, high reward. I don't care about money for the purposes of money. I'd rather do what I like to do, like love my life. And if money comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, she'll be right. I believe money does come with living your life happily and purposefully. So I was high risk, high reward. She was security, which I couldn't provide. I'm going high risk, high reward, whether you like it or not. And yeah, I feel like I did have a purpose, and we weren't aligning with that purpose. But it's okay. Why would you want to think like me, Matt? Yeah, I pretty much figured out what went wrong in the relationship. I self-blamed myself a little bit. Hello, Papa Turtle. Yeah, we got the Bible, man. And then we learned to move to acceptance. Spiritual growth was a massive one, honestly. Still is. We'll be a lot more enlightened than we ever would be if we're in that relationship, to be fair. We'll be a lot more... Our life will be a lot more meaningful, in all honesty, than what it would have been if we were in that relationship. That's the euphoric stage speaking, as we talked about. When you get your own life back. Let me read up here. Fellow diary, good job. Or both. Because you may realise at one point this relationship may not last. Yeah. And the thing about that is you can realise you don't think it's going to last, but because you have such deep attachment. Have I read attachment? So yeah, attachment. Because you have such deep attachment, you just can't escape it. Like your feelings just take over. Attachment, letting go of that attachment is massive spiritual growth. Because in attachment, we haven't even gone through the notes. This is meant to be a quick stream. Yeah, it looks like we're kicking that. Let go. You don't want to be attached to anything. Like, you can be attached, you can love people and truly cherish them without an unconscious attachment to the point like you depend on them, if that makes sense. I don't know. Truly, I still have some screenshots from some messages between some of my then girlfriends, and it stresses me. Yeah, you still got like that emotion deep down, and you can probably, when you read those screenshots or messages, it's like you probably got those emotions that you felt then. You can like feel them again boiling up within you, just like I felt when I was in certain relationships. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, flashbacks. You're the same. Exactly. Unfortunately, no lot of fond memories. No. Well, it's good that you're out of them then. Giving Starbucks. Games free. What game's free? Oh yeah, game's free, 100%. Oh, your game's free as well, Jared. Happy days. Yeah, I'm kind of done with games for the time being as well. And I wish I could think like you. Hello, you got a little Bible out. Hi, like your metaphor. The Bible, Bible metaphor. Well, I'd like to think like you do in a way that makes me not worry about money. See ya, have a nice day! To just live your life, yeah. And I can recommend some books. A New Earth, literally. Just read it. I read that, finished it in like 2 weeks, and it's good as. There's about to be the car go off behind us, or mute when it gets turned on. Guess you want to invest in a stable. Yeah, I mean, there's probably people that are more suited to her lifestyle than I am. Given, like I said, I'm high risk, high reward. Okay, you're back. We just had to sort Pippi around. She's trying to get ran over by the car. Yeah, slapping PC on Facebook. Quitting games. You're lost, Papa Turtle. It's Pippa. Pippa, but we call her Pippi. Or Pips. Cute little doggo. 1 year old. Mini Poodle Cross Labrador. Let's get through these notes. We've been meaning to for ages. Notes. Let's just copy and paste one by one and talk about. Should I just bring the whole thing up? So these are notes. So these are, I just copy and pasted from my phone. These aren't the deep journal notes, but these are stuff recorded that I guess helped. So it's not in no random order either. I forget which ones came where. But first one, universe is aligned now so that I may not distract myself in pleasure over destiny. Yes, I mean confidence, but pleasure or destiny. We were kind of unhealthy in pleasure, and now we got destiny, which is we choose whether we're healthy or not. It's all on us, which is nice. Relationship that was not right for me, or a life I build for myself in perfect alignment towards my wish. You got your own life after. It's good. Is not you the person who is looking and listening, but that's more spiritual stuff. So these are the low notes. Who you think you're with. Oh, this is more a perspective going forward, because to build new relationships and stuff. His notes make you sound like a monk, man. Yeah, well, we did read the whole spiritual book, and it helped with a lot of recovery, and we've been a lot more present. They say to become more present, all you need to do is just take notice of your breath every now and then. Take notice that you're actually breathing. And then you're suddenly more present, you got that awareness. Whatever you think people are withholding from you, praise, appreciation, sin, love and care, so on, give it to them. You don't have it, just act as if you had it, and it will come. Then soon after you start giving, you will start receiving. Sure. I don't care too much about that. It makes sense, but I feel like you shouldn't give to receive. I mean, I guess that's not the definition of it. It kind of is with it, I don't know. I feel like just give, and you she'll be right. Learning curves are happening. Shit changes. Wake up and move on with it. If someone takes your shirt, let them take your coat as well. Sometimes letting things go is an act of far greater power than defending or hanging on. Now that's a good one. Why? Because literally to overcome a breakup, the first, I won't say the first step, because you can certainly delve into it for a little bit and like attach yourself to it and whatever, feel the emotions. But the first step to like breaking free from the cycle of hating your life is to recognize that you have to let go of what you had. You have to recognize the new reality before you. If you continue to cling to it, you're gonna struggle. So someone takes your shirt, let them take your coat as well. Why not? The self, it was never there. Self can never be that which is changing. Very spiritual. Pretty much your true self, who you are within, does not change. It does not change in any way. Because the true you is the essence within you. The awareness which sees out into the world and experiences it. But it's just the awareness that sees. And that doesn't change. We change our personality. We change. Our life circumstances change. Change always happens around us and within us. But the one who sees it, the true self within, the awareness, the consciousness, that is unchanging. So everything changes but the true self. Fun. It's better than turning into an alcoholic, so good on ya. Yeah, maybe we turned into an alcoholic and a monk at the same time. Alcoholic monk. Nah, we're not too bad. We're not too bad. We won't be drinking from Monday to Friday anymore. For me, something that helps me fully break off after the breakup is that I think I'm just leaving a version of myself behind for another day. What do you mean by behind? Like you're leaving that version of yourself in yesterday so that you can experience the new day? Oh, a dear relationship as well. Oh no, I already did good. So yeah, self is unchanging. Only the world changes and the self experiences it. At the end of the day, life's a bliss. You don't need anyone to make it that way. You don't need anyone. No one needs anyone. If you've got someone that's loving, kind, and you look after each other, hell yeah. But at the end of the day, life is life, and experienced properly, life is a bliss. So you don't need anyone to make it that way. Don't attach yourself to people or depend on them to make you feel certain things. New day, new me. My case is new country, new me. You just change country every time you need a new self. That's very exciting, honestly. and completely change your culture and everything. Or at least the experienced culture. Experience of suffering is always associated with strong emotional attachment. We just talked about attachment to a vague sense of self. Essentially saying we attach ourselves to something within us which needs something else or someone else. And yeah, it's depending on that attachment to guide emotions and to provide our well-being. It says vague sense of self because the self is not that. Yeah, something like that. To put it more simply, I leave the relationship behind, or relationship me behind, until I get another relationship eventually. You leave that version of yourself that was in the relationship, you leave that person behind until you get another relationship. So you bringing your old self into the new relationship, is that what you want to do? No one knows me here basically, so a new start. Yeah, I think Xiaoping's asking the same question. Xiaoping, are you reverting back to your old habits or are you developing in the meantime? Okay. One thing to know, life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. How do you know this is the experience you need? Because it is the experience you are being given in this moment. Good one. Helpful. Very helpful. And the funny thing is, even the past 3 months before the relationship ended, my brain was like, dude, you're suffering, maybe the relationship ending is gonna promote that spiritual and growth you need, you know. And hello, where are we now? So life will help you with tough times. I do say life throws curveballs. If you think you can handle anything, life's gonna hit you with something that you just couldn't predict, that you didn't think of, and it's gonna be a challenge for you. But if you handle the challenge correctly, then it'll make you a stronger human being. So yeah, recognize that and accept it and work with it. Well, I have different masks for different situations. I won't bore you with the details, but right now, I'm just me, I guess. Fuck yeah. More or less, I'm single me right now. Do you feel more yourself being single you? Because you have more time to yourself and you have your own thoughts and stuff. Good question. I still keep the most of me, but I try new things to adapt to my life, such as the gaminess of land meat or here in the West generally. Kind of killing me, so I use a lot of spices. Nice, spices are good. I definitely feel more like myself when I'm not in a relationship. Yes, yeah, 100%. Because your thoughts are your own. You're not thinking about stuff in the relationship, and you're not attributing things that you're doing or things that you're thinking to someone else on a constant basis. It's a nice answer. Still the same protagonist of this game, Earth. Nice. That's it. Yeah, I think I get more impulsive. If something happens, if I face struggle somewhere, I get very impulsive. But it's always positive and impulsive. I mean, obviously there's negativity. I like to feel the emotion but I know once I feel it and I redirect myself after, I impulsively direct it towards the future. For example, now it's I don't really play games. I don't play games. And pretty much, I did calculations, 14 hours each day I'm contributing to some sort of benefit to my life, which is a lot. Whether that's reading, gym, Ponderknowledge, working, except I only work 3 hours a day, so that's not even much. Boxing, just anything. That's what I mean, I kind of have to overwork, but it's overworking doing what we love, so it's not even working at the end of the day, because we're enthusiastic about it. The co-star changes your eggs. The co-star, that's crazy. The supporting roles come and go. That is well put. The co-star, crazy. The ideal picture you paint was not true, as the ideal picture should love you for you, prioritize you, and know how to look after you. Is essentially saying once you leave a relationship, you're gonna forget why it ended, and you're gonna paint an image of all the good times, all the spectacular moments. You're gonna be confused and be like, it was amazing, it was a bliss. Recognize the image you paint is not true, it's not the realistic, the full picture. So be realistic with yourself, be honest with yourself, understand the relationship for what it was and not the emotions you thought it to be. When you love someone, obviously you're gonna praise them beyond belief. So you gotta learn to look past that. They are just another human at the end of the day. And maybe they weren't the healthiest human for you. It is also saying that the ideal picture, if you're gonna have a partner in life, they have to choose you as well. You do not have a perfect relationship if the other person is not choosing you. That's the most important thing. So if they don't choose you, move on. That wasn't for you. It's a good note, speaks volumes to me since I straight up stopped caring about myself in a relationship. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and it gets like that because you're probably a fixer as well. You end up investing so much more into this other person where you can be completely overlooked by them or mistreated by them, but you're attaching yourself, you're attached to this person and you feel like you're the problem. So you keep self-blaming and you keep trying to please them, and yeah, it gets pretty rough. It gets pretty rough, man. Yeah, I know what it's like to try and be the fixer. It's tough. Especially when the other side isn't helping you fix. When the other side blames you as well. You get blamed by your significant other and you blame yourself at the same time. It's a rough gig, it certainly is. The ego's sense of self-worth is in most cases bound up with the worth you have in the eyes of others. The ego's sense of self-worth is in most cases bound up with the worth you have in the eyes of others. So the ego that we're trying to build, the perceived self, personality, some of us identify that through how we are perceived by others. If you're in a significant relationship, a lot of your well-being, if it is based on ego, will come from your partner, like your significant other. You will look at yourself through how they perceive you. If they're seeing you like a piece of shit, then you're gonna feel like a piece of shit. If they're loving you, then you're gonna love it as well. It's very dependent, very attachment focused, not healthy. You need others to give you a sense of self, and you will be condemned to chasing. I don't know why she barks so much. Pippa, stop! You need others to give you a sense of self, and you'll be condemned to chasing after things for the rest of your life. In the vain hope of finding your worth in completion of your sense of self there. So you're trying to complete your sense of self. Yeah, she's a scary dog. She's got some vocals. You should kick her out after that. Too loud. Yeah, don't complete yourself through how you perceive by others. Complete yourself through understanding the authentic self. Who you really are when you're thinking of nothing. It's a fun place. I reckon you'd be good at it, Fluky. Given you had the natural switch already. All it is working through the thoughts. Working through how to like become present, I guess. The only chapter has begun. Yeah, that's just motivating. Motivating text. These things. So these are all my personal notes. My subscribers don't even know what happened until today. Not that they need to know, but we'll make a video on it. Yeah, these are all, so this isn't my journal notes. Like the journal notes are very personal and very like touchy, but these are notes that either I wrote, I read somewhere, or I took note of. A lot of them I just wrote, honestly, just like a thought crossed the mind, I wrote it. While going through the breakup process. The ones at the end is honestly better, but they all at least made me, if I'm taking note of them, they made me feel one way or another, and it may have been something that I needed in the moment, or like some sort of reminder. Yield to the lost, become compassionate, wise, and loving. Yielding means inner acceptance of what is. You're open to life. You gotta be open, accept what happens. Stop yield to the loss. Stop hoping for everything back. Stop hoping for everything to be the same. It's not. Wake up to reality. Don't beat yourself up so much. You're not as crazy as you thought you were. Floki. You'll be able to relate to this one because as a fixer as well. Pretty much I had a lot of like something was off and I'd ask about it, I'd do so much to the point, and I'd be told, yeah, everything's all good. So I got to the point I believed myself to like be going crazy because I thought something was there which I'm being told wasn't there. And then I realized throughout time I realized like, dude, like the things I was thinking and the things that happened, I was right about it. And I believed myself to be crazy for thinking that way in the moment. So I'd go back and try and like rewind my thoughts. Crazy stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. They're traces of me. Old me. Hell yeah. Yeah, although I wouldn't exactly disagree to the statement that I'm insane in the membrane. Oh yeah, my gaming names are retard for a reason. We've still got... You can't be too intelligent, otherwise there's no degree of fun to the world. But yeah, no, I literally thought I was going crazy in the relationship for a period. Then I realized that wasn't even... You're fine to think that way. I cannot find my true self and it can even pass away. Yeah, that's no structure. Unstable impermanence. I just talking about impermanence. Yep. A genuine relationship, then outflow of open, alert attention towards the other person, in which there's no wanting whatsoever. This alert attention is presence, the prerequisite for any authentic relationship. If I'm in another relationship, and we won't be in a relationship for a long time, but the next one that person's gonna have to have some presence for sure. Their ego either wants something, or if it believes there's nothing to get from the other, He's in a state of utter indifference. Doesn't care about you. Egoic relationships involve thwarted wanting, anger, resentment, blaming, complaining, and indifference. There was a lot of ego strapped to the relationship. Forget what once made you happy. Life has changed now. Pursue that which will make you strong. Do not cling to that which let you down. There are no second chances for it. It is gone. Pursue that which you have the ability to pursue today. Pursue it for you and only you, for that which will enhance your future. Forget the old life, accept the new. Pursue it. Fun. Maybe the lonely chapters motivating stuff. She's not essential. Move on. Yeah, true. The funny thing is, nothing I thought in the end was wrong. It all came to fluorescence in the end. Have a little more faith in the self next time. That one is relating to this one. I was more right than I knew. And I was beating myself up for it. Fun. Reality is so much bigger. Yeah, reality is massive. It's not... A girl does not have to be your world forever. If you find that, awesome. If something doesn't work out, reality is so much bigger than that. There's so much more to it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's it. That's called adversarial growth. Getting stronger through trauma, stronger through hardship. As long as you point yourself in the right direction. That's the thing about life. It's all like trauma and stuff is like it can cripple and it can like redeem. I don't know. You gotta work through it though. Wherever the ego seeks and gets attached to a solution. Do things from love, not for love. Don't do stuff for other people so that you are loved. Just do stuff from love within yourself. Do stuff from your own heart, not for the heart of others. God reduced your circle because he had conversations you didn't. Kind of like that quote. Because literally there were conversations happening that you were not a part of where you are... What's the opposite to protagonist? You're like the bad guy. You're just like, come on man, I didn't even do anything. I'm not even there to you know, to defend myself. Religious. Nah, I'm not religious. I believe in a higher power. Though I believe it to be... So if I'm to refer to God, it's not like the Christian God. God to me is more like the universal key to like everything. So I feel like there's some sort of weird thing going on in the universe, and there's like a massive jigsaw puzzle which is completely beyond our comprehension completely. And God is that universal key which aligns all of the universe, if that makes sense. Because there's things which happen in daily life, like some things just feel weird. Stuff's going on, Matt. Stuff's going on. Anyway, help me with the truth, but never comfort me with... Ooh. Help me with the truth, never comfort me with a lie. That's a big one. And that's reflecting on the relationship. Doesn't really matter. But I'd rather be hurt than to be comforted with a lie and then I'm just hurting myself, you know? What does that even mean? The unheard conversation? What unheard conversation? Amy Peyton him. Where does it say? I don't even know. Loyalty behind your back is top tier. Yes it is. That's probably just looking for better stuff. You may let the storm pass, but you'll never be able to prevent it from leaving a scar. Oops. Yeah, to an extent. I think that's more for trauma than relationships. to... I don't even know why I left this one in there. This is essentially, God gets to listen to the conversation, but you don't. Hell yeah, yeah, I guess that is the way to put it. He's listening to things you're not there for. Because we're gonna offend Floki here, or Floki's father. But if God is within all of us, part of us, then yeah, he technically listens to all conversations. So hello. God as eternal essence, not as man. Yeah, 2 feet in. So when I was in the relationship, there was a stage where I was so close to breaking it off because I found out some things and I was like, yeah, because I found out something and I was like, I'm gonna have to be dealing with a shit ton to get through this. And these were my options: 2 feet in, or fuck around and find out. And after a lot of contemplation, a lot of talking and everything, I chose 2 feet in. Let's be 2 feet into the relationship and prioritize the relationship completely. So that's what I chose, and it was like that for a few months. Still hurting, struggling, everything. And then she ended it, so yeah, decided for me. Yeah. My answer has been decide. Just live my life in a nutshell. Cheers. Sounds like fun. You feel about getting back together? Nah. Obviously you have those thoughts of, hey, like what if you run into each other and stuff. See, we might even be friends in the future. I don't know. I don't think too much. But nah. Getting back together, nah. I wanna be single for a long time. I have stuff to do. Just wanna prioritize Ponderknowledge and like, you know, purpose rather than relationships. Obviously relationships with friends and people and everything, definitely prioritize that, but you know what I mean, like not a relationship that's gonna take up half your daily life. We do have to get through the ones that checked out, because checking out's another. So we had a relationship before this as well, and I was the one that checked out of the relationship. So we do understand that angle as well. We do understand it, and we will delve into that. It's not just from the fixer perspective. It's what you keep reminding yourself. Oh yeah, this is good. And this is what you were talking about earlier, Zupeng. It's what you keep reminding yourselves makes a long-term difference. Meaning, if you keep clinging and reminding yourself that you want to be back in the relationship, a week from now you're still going to be in that same mentality. If you remind yourself, hey, the relationship wasn't right for me for this, then a week from now, yeah, maybe you feel sad, and then you just remind yourself again. 2 weeks from now, you're fine. It's ingrained in your brain. So keep reminding yourself. Invest that love in yourself, for sure. Plenty of fish in the sea. Sure. Once it slowly drift out. Law of equivalent exchange. A life for a life. You're sacrificing one life for another life. Some of what we talked about earlier, how you like leave your old self behind. One life is ending, a new is blossoming. Fuck around, find it. Have you thought about getting back? No. Being single is good for development oneself. Don't stay single for too long or you end up like me, mate. No, I'm staying single forever, mate. I'm staying single forever. Whatever is before me, this is life. That's important. Look, whatever is in front of you in this very moment, that is life. Nothing else is life. Yeah, they say like the combination of everything that's happened. Yeah, to an extent, but what is the life that we live and perceive? That is whatever is before us right now. Self-love, tough times, ups and downs. It's okay not to be okay. That's an important one. Imagine not being okay. And then telling yourself you gotta be okay. Beating yourself up because you're not okay. Trying to lose yourself and recalibrate, she's not too okay. Missing people, smile through the pain. I know it's fun to chase guys or girls, but don't just replace the pain which needs repairing. Don't replace your pain with substance, and then replace it with seeking reassurance from others. You gotta face that pain yourself. Stop distracting yourself. They need to want you as well. Important. They need to want you. If they don't, screw it. Think moving forward. It's about your ability from this point forward. Yes, recover, but then it is up to you. The fears you choose to challenge, the beliefs you reorientate, the life you choose to live. Guess what? It's all on you. No one else gets to say anything. So take that freedom and use it to your will. Make sure you remind yourself as to why it ended and why it didn't work. It is time to fix yourself. Some change may look negative on the surface, but you'll soon realize that space is being created in your life for something new to emerge. It's just time to change. Let them go. Oh, this is awesome. We love this. Thank you for going through the notes with me. I know we should be writing, but we'll come back probably Wednesday and start writing the actual blog and making the video and stuff. I'm always having the contemplative face when Americans fuck around and mess around. You don't like American moment. Hey, we're not even American, man. Maybe we got it from an American book. Actually, the fuckery and find out I actually got from an American reality TV show, so you're spot on the mark, mate. Where are we up to? This one's actually really good. Not all change is negative. You don't know if it's good or bad. Maybe it's neither. Change is change. Shock strands. Realization of a new life. Figuring out your thoughts the moment you're in them. Yeah, figure them out. Don't dwell in unnecessary thought. Tell me what's your future. You're gonna dedicate all your time and effort to your ex. There's a reality check. Tell me what's your future. You're gonna dedicate all your time and effort to get your ex back. Is that what you wanna do? Are you gonna dwell in your thoughts and contemplate how am I gonna get my ex back? And you say, nah, fuck that. They gave up on you, remember? So what the fuck is your story? What is the future you're going to participate in? Bro, if someone gives up on you, don't spend your time thinking about how you're gonna get them back. Fuck that. They gave up on you. Look after yourself. Take that love back for yourself. Where will we see these notes in future videos, or do you need these notes? I live in a cesspool of misery after a breakup. Cesspool? What even is a cesspool? Yeah, that's the answer to my question. What is a cesspool? Can someone clarify? Yeah, so essentially they're paying. I don't even know. I was meant to grab ideas from these notes and start forming these to write about. So technically there'll be a more refined note-taking and understanding through the blog that we write, which will go up on the website. And then we'll turn it into a video. So if you don't wanna... Oh yeah, this one was written from my grandma, by the way. And for my family. So yeah, and it's probably going to be a long blog because there's a lot to unpack, and essentially it's just to help people through relationships, through breakups, we'll say. Being sad is not your fault, but choosing to immerse yourself in it is your fault. Where did it say that? Yeah, I guess if you choose to expand upon it, yeah, it is gonna change. Non-resistance, non-judgment, non-attachment. Don't resist it, don't judge it as good or bad, don't attach yourself to it. 3 weeks time heals all. Time does heal all, but you gotta put in that mentality, that way forward. Up for a different path of this one. That's your life. Yeah, pretty much. Is that in reference to change? I'm not saying like don't change. I feel like you should determine your life the best you can, and do the things which make you happy and are meaningful to you. Honestly, when you become present, a lot of that comes naturally. But if change does happen, because we cannot predict life and it'll hit us in waves, then following these 3 terms, that's like Buddhist philosophy, like to overcome it. So we can delve more into that in future, maybe with a blog or something. We can delve into anything, honestly. To dumb it down, a cesspool by definition is a disgusting or corrupt place. In the context of my case, I place it as a place of multitudes of negative thoughts and misery. Yeah, I can see that. It's like a place you just don't want to be. It's like it's at the bottom of the well sort of thing. Change the views does help post-breakup moods, both negative ones and positive ones. Change the views. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you gotta change your view of things. Yeah, you kind of bring the relationship out into the open a little bit. And you see it for what it really was, rather than the ideal image you perceived it to be. So you can see more of the negativity, more of the flags that you didn't notice, more. You can see a lot more, and you can also reflect on all the good times that were actually really good as well. So, yes. Distract yourself from the sadness and hence mitigate it in a way. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you kind of work through the sadness, allow it to be, and then you like view it in the different life and lights, and yeah, you just keep going from there. That's it. You got to be with your thoughts for sure. When it's done is done. Everything yet to happen will happen. So choose now the power of the present. Don't forget how special you truly are. Someone breaks up with you, you believe yourself not to be good enough. Don't forget the little gem you truly are. If you've been through a breakup, lads, you're still a little gem deep down. Don't forget that. At this point going forward, this is what counts. Everything till now is just another lesson of life. No more yesterday, no more a week ago, or a year ago, but you have tomorrow, you have 6 months from now, you have a year. This is what your life needs to work towards today. Stop getting caught in the past and claim your future. Solid. Presence helps. Yes, it does. Who you were perceiving me as was not who I am. You're not wrong. I fell into ego. I fell into green ego. Actually, funny thing is, on the YouTube channel, you know that period I did of meditation? This period of meditation, pretty much the whole meditation period, we were going through it. We didn't even know it at the time. But like, I was watching one the other night and I was like, holy, that man's going through it. Dog's angry again. Yeah, so I was essentially meditating to deal with stuff. And I loved meditating. But the reason I'm so up and down on different days is because like... Pippa! Shut the fuck up! Dog keeps yapping. Getting sick of it. Yeah, we're going through stuff. It's fun to reflect though. Holy. Really entertaining to reflect. Because now you recognize everything. Look back. And 1 month of meditation, that even said like... that was before the breakup ended. But that was saying like how much I've delved back into ego. I went fully back into ego because I was trying to please this other person in my life. And you just lose who you are as an individual. You stop being yourself and you start being something or someone that you want, that you think the other person wants you to be. Not good. And now that there's no relationship and no judgment towards me or anything, I'm completely free to be who I wish to be. Fun. Anyway, we've got Liz, so something happened yesterday, 30 years ago, we're going to learn to keep situations or events alive in our minds, but return our attention. You see the pristine, timeless present moment. That's what we need. Present. We probably won't be on for too much longer, just because we're getting back into meditation today, which means we need time to do meditation. But we'll finish the notes. I'm getting tired. Gotta get here. What are you still doing up? It would be way too late for you. I'm guessing like 3 in the morning or something. One of you in the blue blanket or a different one. I mean, YouTube's only been going for not that long. YouTube's very new, and most people from YouTube are probably from the meditation ones. Yeah, that's crazy. YouTube did 23. That's insane. Well, we almost finished the notes, and then yeah, maybe we'll wrap it up early. I appreciate you two joining us today. I know it was a different stream, but it was just like open and honest. You're both up so late. Crazy. Every presence becomes identity, man. Nothing ever happened. Present now. And if the past cannot prevent you from being present now, what power does it? Oh yeah, our very presence then becomes our identity rather than thoughts and emotions. Nothing ever happened in the past that can prevent you from being present now. If the past cannot prevent you from being present now, what power does it have? Nice. Choose somebody whose pain body isn't excessively dense. Pain body, emotions within us, based on ego. Hell yeah. Favorite YouTubers unleashing all the emotional turmoil, so that you can gobble it up. Really is great. There's only one perpetrator of evil, human consciousness, that's all spiritual. Is pain creating further pain? Don't get home from any situation you're in. You're already home, mate. Everything before you is your home. It is your life. Allow your mind to be with it. You may feel alienated after a relationship. You may feel detached. Oh, flaky. Honesty though. It was good catching up, Connor. And again, if you get there, you should call me. Yeah, happy days, flaky. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. You get an amazing sleep. Ponderknowledge will be beaming going forward. Think about it, mate. There's all the time in the world, so that gives us time to put more effort into the content we actually put out and into the lives we live and the information we gather. So yeah, keen for more of it. Tell me, is she truly worth it? She gave up on you. She wanted you to be something you were not. She did not support your dreams, but rather was a seek of reassurance and attention from others. Tell me, is she worth it? I'm talking about the overall picture. Was it healthy for you, or was it not? These are the type of realizations you do have to come to if you are to move forward. Was it healthy, or was it not? Yes or no? Were you feeling at peace, or were you not? Yeah. The fixer. To express deep vulnerability, to voice how you truly feel, then be lied to, and all the blame dumped right back onto you. So you're left believing that you are the problem. Fun. Why tell me to be 2 feet in if you cannot even uphold that yourself? Get over it. Have fun, but accommodate your healthy habits too. Clap your wings, let go of the story. Turn only to that which holds the true power, the power of now. Play the victim, or keep fucking moving. We know what we're gonna do, mate. We're gonna keep moving, because that's all we like to do. We love moving. Fuck some thoughts off, some thoughts, I bet all the swearing as well. Some thoughts are not useful to you anymore. Learning chapter is going from an environment which doesn't see you anymore to a new place far greater and more developed due to a period of discipline and triumph. Happy days. Notes are complete. Maybe we'll sure, we'll get rid of this. Oh, yeah, I'm watching this. Honestly, you catching out? I'll cook up some poems. Yeah, happy days. You want more poems? Poems are always good. The one for what's done and yet to happen. That's it. That is what has been will be again. What has done will be done again. There's nothing new under the sun. From Bible. Everyone has experienced different aspects of life, and that will be experienced over and over again. I'm gonna go to bed, hopefully snooze. Good night and cheers. See you, Flaky. Take care. So I did a study on jealous experience and expression in romantic relationship recently. It's kind of sad to combine it with the Bible sentence. Good night, buddy. I'll wait for a bit more. What do you mean? What did you learn from this jealous experience and expression in a romantic relationship? Let me go bathroom. I'll let you elaborate on that, and I'll be back. Yeah, we'll patch up this. Strange beginnings, shook life. Strange, can't even spell. Being with thoughts and emotions, sitting out and yeah. Trying to make like the titles for it. Being with thoughts and emotions, sitting out and so men want to make sure their offspring is literally theirs. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. So that's where jealousy and stuff stems from other people being with someone. Don't envy Ben's exit recovery. And women are less sexually jealous, but they do get jealous if they perceive any threat to their long-term relationship. So this is like a jealous perspective from males and females. Men like to know that their offspring is theirs, and women don't like threats to their long-term relationships. Yeah, that makes sense. They don't want a threat to the person they've chosen. Yep. It is okay. Fix and recovery, don't blame yourself. Journal. This is more recovery as well. Yeah, and it says that people in open relationships are easier to get jealous because they know their partner will cheat at a high chance. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're going to be in an open relationship, you will have to learn to nullify that jealousy, or you're going to be putting yourself through the walls because, yeah, there's other people with your partner experiencing the same. Maybe not to the same extent, the connection, but like they're still getting that intimacy, you know. So if you've got jealousy problems, probably figure them out, or yeah, don't be in an open relationship. Which shook me because I thought they are already meant. Yeah, that's yeah. I didn't even read that. Yeah, I thought if you're choosing to be in an open relationship, then you'd have that mentality towards it, unless it's one person choosing it and the other is not. I don't know. It's also, it could be true that it's open because they seek that attention from a variety of people, that urge that needs to be satisfied, craving for reassurance, and that there's constant comparison in that. And being in an open relationship, maybe you constantly compare. I don't know. Who knows? Figure it out in time. Oh yeah, let's keep going. Good time, seeing people, being with thoughts and emotions, working through thoughts. Up the life, their cost equals high risk, high reward. High risk, high reward? I don't think so. Because if it comes to relationships, anything's kind of got risk to it. But like, what reward are you getting from being able to be with other people? I don't know. It's no better than just the reward of just being able to be with your one person. I don't think, personally. Maybe for some people it is. Spice up your life. Yeah, I don't know about that. No, I don't know. Being goofy, making that... Trying to get me to figure it out, mate. Attachment. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap this up soon. Change. Attachment. Deal. Relationship. The moment helps. The relationship, yeah. Yeah, let's just... Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to... I might fix this up tonight or something off stream, so that we have a set point of going forward. We won't be here tomorrow, but we'll be here Wednesday to continue writing. But for now, Zupain, we might actually wrap it up there. Why? Because we're gonna go do an hour of meditation and start making meditation videos again. Yay! Kinas. Any target audience or job preference per se. It's cute and tender, works. Quite children oriented. people like me who enjoy non-aggressiveness and kindness. So do you have any target audience or job preference per se? What's cute and tender words? Target audience is probably 18 plus. Just reality checking people, giving people perspectives that may be able to alter their life or their beliefs, or like how they get through things and deal with things. I guess a lot of it is identifying things which cause pain within people, grief within people, or don't allow people to fully be themselves, express themselves, and giving them new perspectives to help them to do that and to live a more meaningful life or happy life. So yeah, I'd say 18 plus because they're a bit more. There you go. But anything 18 plus is fine. Job preference. Geez, I study psychology. I do work with children at the moment as like to actually get income, because obviously I don't get any income from any of this, so I have to have another job. And it's like after school care and stuff. Yeah, so study psychology. The goal is ideally to build Ponderknowledge and obtain my own, like a well-being center that doesn't cost anyone to enter, or like a well-being center for the community, not for profit, not as a business, but as something where people can come and talk to a psychologist when needed, rather than something that aims to like benefit off the community, if that makes sense. That's the dream. Big ambitions. Yeah, I don't really want to. When I first got into psychology, I wanted to become a clinical psychologist. But as time has developed, I feel like I want to do psychology my own way. So yeah. Yeah, of course, the age of new perspectives for those who don't study psychology, and even those who study it. Yeah. Well, the more you write and read, the more you're going to know. And we write and read a lot, so we'll figure some stuff out for sure. It's all pattern recognition at the end of the day. Any future topics on your mind currently? Well, the first topic was breakups. I was thinking about writing about the lonely chapter, but I don't think so anymore. That was just when I came out of it, because I was hurting too much to write about breakups. There will be so many. I probably have a list already, but we go day by day, and whatever we feel, that's what we write about. There's an unlimited amount of topics, so we'll never be short of anything. If you ever want a topic thought about, researched, and written, or put in a video, or just discussed on stream, put it out there, because yeah, we're literally, the world is our oyster, mate. We can learn anything, and we're trying to learn everything, as unrealistic as it is. So yeah, do you have any topics you would want talked about? So I just got a call from my sister. So I don't know how delayed the streams are these days either. Hope it's not too delayed. If it is, I can patch that up next time with settings. But for now, we might actually wrap it up there. I know we really didn't get anything done. I mean, we did. We brought the stream back, which is what we needed, because I think we're a bit more with it now. We have been with it, but like Ponder hasn't been going for like a month, and this was actually a really nice stream to come back to have you, Flaky, Cheeky Booger and Jared, and just let everything out, I guess. Understanding. And starting Wednesday, we'll start writing about breakups, and yeah, let's do it. Anyway, Mr. Zupeng. I might end it there if it's okay, because I got to call back my sister. Leave in chat or just message. You can always add me on Instagram, Ponderknowledge, and if you want to message me there or call me there, feel free. I'm pretty easy. We'll also have Discord topic conversations, which anyone's welcome to join in future, where we just talk about life or certain topics and stuff. So yeah, anyway, take care. And yeah, let us know of any topics you want to talk about. See ya.